Hello, my name is Isaiah Martin, and today I'm going to be discussing the Flight Scenario 3 for the discussion board for AVA 325. It's a local flight in the Jacksonville area, and we're going to be making a decision based upon the information provided to us today. So, just breaking into the information right now, it's a four-seater single-engine aircraft, C-172 Skyhawk with a G1000, aircraft I'm pretty familiar with, and the G1000 has a lot of useful tools, including the weather data link. You can get ADS-B in on it, traffic avoidance, terrain features, a bunch of information for your aircraft. So we're gonna have a lot of situational awareness today. Hopefully that'll help us make our decision a bit better. So it is fully loaded because we're carrying some passengers. And it will be loaded to maximum gross weight. Because of that, um, it looks like the biggest thing is going to be the weather conditions here. It's just a local flight, so we're not going too far from the departure field here. And the flight's going to be about 2 hours from 3 p.m. EDT to 5 p.m. EDT, which is about 1900 hours to 2100 hours UTC. Looks like the METAR, which was gotten about 1800 Zulu, has wind coming out of 110 at 12, scattered 4200, and it says in the remarks there is lightning, distant lightning. So this distant lightning says it's only to the northwest, but it is an hour before our departure, so we have to be aware of what's going on in the area before we try to take off here. The wind, and it looks like, I'm just looking at some other forecasts, taps and wind aloft. Looks like the wind is gonna be on our side, pushing these cells, these thunderstorms away, and just these adverse weather. So that's something to be aware of when we plan this flight. Also, that maybe by the time we take off, and maybe even by the time we land, we're gonna have less to worry about. But looking into this taft here, you see something that's kind of concerning. Looks like there's thunderstorms forecasted to be in the vicinity around our time of departure, and yeah, scattered 3,500 feet cumulonimbus. And then after that, it says 2000 Zulu, which is kind of in the middle of our flight. That forecast, that cumulonimbus goes away and only scattered 4,000 feet. But then after that, the clouds go to few 2,500 feet. So that looks like a general downward trend as we go into the night, and then coming back up a little bit with some showers going into the next day. So that's so I kind of make a trend on that information and say the conditions are generally decreasing over time. Though in our situation, the clouds are moving up northwest, and those thunderstorms also. So that's a factor. But those thunderstorms and cumulonimbus clouds are nothing to mess with. So it doesn't look too promising here. We have one more piece of information, which is our radar forecast and our external pressures to go through. And then I'm going to kind of make a decision here based upon all this information. So the radar forecast has most of these blips here are northwest of Jacksonville here. Looks like there's some formations up near Savannah, Waycross, up north in that direction. Looks like mostly rain over Jacksonville, though I see two very small blips of intensity down there. Of course, there's nothing to laugh at. So the thing is, in my decision, it's not worth making this flight. Um, I don't know. It's especially because of the factors of you have people who've never flown before and they're playing with you. Like for max gross weight, you have a big center pressure of trying to let them fly and see what your CFI does. Um, it's the thing. Once if we get out to the field and the METAR is looking better, that's something that we can consider. But right now, vicinity thunderstorms, cumulonimbus, um, though expected it is to clear a little bit, um, it's it's not something you really want to expose new passengers to. It's going to be bumpy up there. Wind at 12 knots. I mean, it's not going to be the best conditions for people who have never been in such a small aircraft before. So for their sake, I would not go. Um, it's generally not the best weather to fly today. But if I was just with my instructor, um, we look at the field, check where these thunderstorms are actually coming from, get another radar forecast closer in, see where they're at the moment. We decide, hey, they're over here, they're going that direction, or hey, they're here, they're going that direction. We're gonna kind of fly around, in the opposite direction of those, and use our G1000 to kind of stay safe as we fulfill our requirements for our flight lesson. So if these passengers weren't coming along, I would say yes, let's do it. Because we are RFR rated, we have that additional level of security. However, because these passengers are here for their sake, I would not proceed with the flight because of their comfort and being willing to risk more people's lives in more marginal conditions. So yeah, that's my decision. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Thanks. Have a great day.